Capricorn, how about your lover's tarot from your metal dog? What do I mean by lover's tarot? Well, we've got Mars and Venus traveling together, learning a lot. They're learning a lot because they're conversing with Pluto, the planet of death, transformation, power. So Venus has been hanging out with Pluto. This is going to be her third encounter. And this is Mars for the first time talking to Pluto. So we can see already in the cards so far that Venus, the divine feminine, in this little lovers duet has learned a lot. Mars has some to learn still and is open to it from what I'm seeing. But let's see what they want to tell you. And if there's a message from Pluto for you, we'll ask that. Last time I just did an Aries reading, and the message appeared to be more from Neptune, which is in Pisces right now. Homey little Pisces for Neptune. And we're all out of Capricorn with these lovers, so we're in Aquarius, so you might be feeling rebellious and sick of being a good girl or a good boy or a good what's it. These are the kind of energies that you may or may not be feeling. I listen to some astrologers, and then I'm like, do I feel that? A lot of the time, it resonates, right? And so then they kind of like, they teach you like, well, you're very sensitive and empathic, and that's why you feel it. So if you're not feeling it, you're just shut down, right, Capricorn? I don't know. I'm really interested in the whole the psychology of why all of these things work for us and how much what we believe shapes our experiences. And I think we have a great capacity to shape our experiences and shape our perceptions and possibly even more. Because I read a lot of neuroscience and I understand like we have powers that we don't even know about. So, take or leave. I've been shuffling your cards, Capricorn, and let's see what the heavens want to tell you. The Muse of Emotions. I feel Neptune here. Muse of Emotions it's about reaching emotional depths, self-knowledge. It's a very dreamy, restful, peaceful state here. That's why I feel Neptune more than Pluto. That happened in Aries too. That one came up in Aries. And then we get the card of Strength. This is rising to your highest self. This is a kind of card of self-discipline, like that Capricorn energy. It's a Leo card. But I think of Capricorns as being really hard workers. We'll see. You also get an Ace of Wands. Inspiration. A new passion, a new idea. Hope, a wish. Yeah, and these two are looking... There's a kind of mirroring in the muse, and then we can see these two, not back to back, but face to face on the table. So this woman who has been sedate, looking at this fiery beginning, new passion. Let's see. Let's look. We're going to ask for Hoxa, my fairy deck, about this. So, this tarot of the Muse is so cool, but I don't like that this is sideways. It bothers me when I see other readers use it. And anyway, try not to be controlling about it. It's a beautiful card. What was I saying? We're going to get a card from Mars. We're going to get a card from Venus, a card from the tarot, and some overall advice. So let's see what we got. Lots of messages for you here about this emotional journey. Yeah, I definitely can feel how Mars and Venus moved in to Aquarius out of Capricorn, out of like, I'm good, I'm working my butt off, I'm so disciplined, into, I want to be free. Do you feel that? Oh, okay. This card wants to be, Mars wants this card for you. Whoa, a tower. Massive fiery transformation. We see Cernunnos, the horned god of the woods. We see a forest fire. We see the earth splitting. Wow. Damn. There's all kinds of horned people in this, fairies, or they have horns sometimes in this deck. But Cernunnos is the Celtic god of the woods and wild things. So I feel that, and it's sometimes quite scary and associated with the devil in Christian iconography. This deck is taking place in Sweden, I believe, where Haxa, it's a magical fairyland in Sweden. So this may be a different horned god. But the tower is about shock. So something coming down because the foundations are weak. It's shown here as a forest fire. I feel like this is so timely in that we're learning so much from the earth through forest fire. But I do also see so much more in this card now. You can see in the background those waves. Lots happening out on the ocean. And look at the stars here. That's fantastic. Okay. Wow. Great tower. It's so much about the power of the earth in this reading. So, Venus says there is a new love beginning. Ace of Cups. Divine love, romantic love, feelings. It's an emotional beginning. Beautiful. There's a dove here. Makes me think of hope. Yeah, and in this deck, the fairies of water are mermaids, and you can see her tail there. She's receiving a message. It's always divinely supported, the Ace of Cups, and the dove is traditional to that imagery. Here we also see a rainbow road. Okay. Wow, yeah, Venus has something totally different going on from Mars. Mars, Venus. It's a very fiery planet and watery planet. So in a way, they're just kind of being themselves here with you on the table. The tarot wants you to know, is there some kind of grief? The Five of Water, very painful. You can see the two swimming away, two mermaids swimming away. She's here alone. There is this fairy back here with that Ace of Cups. But she's focused on what she has lost, these two, I think. Yeah, it's a heartbreak card. It's also a card of the Scorpio transformation process, too, or death, Pluto. This is Pluto entering into your reading, that we get transformed through pain and suffering to look for this new beginning. All right. Advice for you, my dear. Seven of Fire, and a great Seven of Fire. This is about resistance. This is about having integrity. Everybody's nibbling at her toes, all these monsters, and she's just rising above. That's your advice, and we will clarify further. Suddenly got really dark in here. Okay. Venus wants you to know there's something new in the realm of love and emotion coming in. And the tarot wants you to know there's a loss too. And Mars says there's a tower. So the story here is something shocking, an ending is coming. It's coming because it's not built on a good foundation. it's going to come like a forest fire, like a tidal wave. It's a big tower. It's probably something that you knew needed to happen. That's how a tower usually is. If we don't end something when we know it needs to be ended, the universe will end it for us. Venus says, don't worry, there's a beautiful new ace of water coming in. The tarot says, you're sad as a result of this tower, but again, look for that new love, that new beginning. I guess I would add, so this is me, there's no rush. Like if you get your heart broken, if that's the surprise, you lose somebody. There's no rush to move in a 5 of water from grief to resolving grief to starting something new. This Ace of Cups doesn't have to be a new love. It could be a new emotional journey. It looks like you're very passionate about it from looking at your overarching cards. It's like, it's fire. It's a desire, a true desire. And it looks like you've been kind of holding yourself back here, which is the energy that we're in of we've been very good. And now, somebody, it looks like, to me, it looks like somebody else or something else from the outside is causing an ending, and then you're kind of free to seek your passion, your truth here, and you do this with a great deal of integrity. It's not comfortable to be in a 5 of Wands or 5 of Fire. These monsters are nibbling at this fairy's toes, but she is calm in her green dress, and she's just open. Her arms are open here to receive what I think is both emotional and physical passion from somewhere else that you hadn't been looking. A new beginning. But it comes after losing in a surprising way. And you get, again, double strength on the table. So this is the same card as this one. And they're both about restraining yourself. Restraining the monster in you, the beast, the fire, the passion, your lust, your desire. Sometimes it's good. It beats the devil. In your reading, I'm feeling like you've been repressed. For some reason, you've been repressed. You've been controlling something inside of you, and yeah, it's here too. There's a lot of self-control in your reading, Capricorn. Maybe that's good that you're controlling yourself until this new thing comes in. I don't know. It seems to me like there might be a warning from Mars here about this tower. So if you know something needs to end, then you can end it yourself. It doesn't have to be a shock that comes from the outside if you like control. Or because Venus says there's something new coming in, there's some possible message here about doing the right thing. We'll see. Let's clarify. I'm using the Dark Tarot to clarify. Again, I did this with Aries, and you'll see. The fantastic deck pushes my edge. Sometimes I'm like, what is it saying? Their meanings are slightly different. So we look at the images, we talk about the traditional meanings, and we figure out what the heck is going on with you here, Kat, because I'm not totally sure yet. I want more info. I'm nosy. What's this tower from Mars? Mars is saying something shocking is coming in. Let's find out. More, please. Ace of Swords, a truth. That can be shocking. Okay. You can handle it. 3 of Wands. It's something you've been waiting for, actually. It could be a good surprise. And Queen of Wands. Sexy as hell. Wow, the queen, the law of attraction queen. Hmm. You know, she's got her arrow, bow and arrow, and she is pointing it at what she wants. She is very powerful. Mars says, this is an exciting message from Mars. Um, Okay, there's a truth coming in. It's one you've been waiting for. And it looks like a very sexy surprise to me. It's very passionate, very fiery. So you've been waiting for it, right? What is that? That's what Mars says. You got your eye on it. You manifested it. You're hunting it. Wow. Okay. Well, let's see what Venus says. Venus also says something's coming in. Ace of water. So the tower can be a good surprise. It looks like it's going to rock your world, my sister, my brother, my other. That's for my whatsits, the non-binary folk out there. Okay. 6 of Cups. Ooh, nostalgia. Somebody from the past, your soulmate. This makes me think of a particular Capricorn. Let's see, what else? The Knave of Swords. I'm looking at her. She's cool. It's a young, intellectual energy. Curious, open-minded. I think that's the advice from Venus, is it? Something's coming in from the past. Soulmate. Keep an open mind. And it's we get the Ace of Wands here twice. This looks passionate. Ace of Wands. You know, if you're looking for reconciliation, that's here. If you're looking for a soulmate connection, that is here. It could be something that you've been looking at that you're kind of trying to keep an open mind about. Knave of Swords. Wow. All right, Capricorn. This is exciting. I'm happy for you. All right. But the tarot says there's this sadness, this 5 of water, right? It's like somebody's not seeing this offer. She's focusing on what she lost instead of this new thing. Or, you know, we do have the 6 of Cups here, so nostalgia. It could be somebody from your past. Absolutely. And Ace of Wands, or Ace of Inspiration, it is associated with hope of reconciliation. Let's see. The Emperor. Card of Aries. That's very different energy from the 5 of water, but let's keep looking. Judgment. Ascension. She's looking at this Emperor. Why aren't you seeing this? The 2 of Cups. Another image of soulmate connection. You're looking at this Emperor from the past. Okay, one way to look at this, right? There's something here about the past. Okay. There's 2 ways to read this so far. So, like, you lost something, you've been sad. There's a new love here. You're not seeing it, okay? That's because you're looking back. On the table, she's looking backwards at this Emperor. He's pretty hot, I see. He's an alpha male, right? He's very powerful. He's sexy. He's bossy, controlling, whatever. But she's looking at him. She's supposed to ascend to the next level. There could be another love here that you're not looking at, because she's looking at this Emperor behind her, And here ahead is this Two of Cups. Similar things happening here. There's your nostalgia for something from your past. Venus says, turn your back on that. There's something new. It's very passionate. It's very hot. His emotions and passions are satisfied in this. So if you're keeping a connection because you have a long history, because it's, you're emotionally attached to it, there is something new coming in. It's new. Two of Cups, Ace of Water. It seems in tension with the Six of Cups. Alternatively, you could read this as like the new offer, the Ace of Wands. It's all coming from this person from your past, who is your Two of Cups. You know better than I do. It is, Mars said, going to surprise you somehow, because even though you manifested it, there's a truth coming in that wrecks your world and you manifested that. Like, you kind of asked for this, right? Because you're the queen of the law of attraction. You're very sexy, Capricorn. You have a lot of power, and you got some good old juicy love coming in here. No doubt. Is it coming from the past? Is it coming new? You tell me. Tell me when it happens. Okay, the advice. Resistance, integrity. Rising above all these nibbling monsters at your toes. There's a lot subterranean in that Seven of Fire. A lot happening under the earth. Like, see, her feet are connecting to the underworld, and this is where all these monsters are. They're very hungry monsters. They're very passionate. They're fire lizards. I feel like she's commanding this fire. Like, now I'm looking at her hands. She's saying, come on up. Come up into the fire, my little salamanders. Maybe they're to help her. There's something happening, maybe because Pluto's around in your reading and around the lovers, Mars and Venus. But there is definitely going into the darkness and facing some things there, and really calling upon the power that lies in the parts of you that you have disavowed, that you haven't looked at. There's a lot of fire in this underworld that you have access to in the Seven of Fire. And if this fairy is calling up these, I want to call them salamanders, but they're fire lizards of some kind, that's not bad. Let's see. What does Dark Tarot add to this? Five of Wands. There's some competition, a little chaos. It can be fun, very creative. Wands are willpower, lots of ideas. Nobody's the leader. I personally think of that as like an ideal of democracy. Can get stuck there. An Eight of Wands. That is action. This is communication. She's turning into a werewolf, right? Very opposite of this. The exact opposite of this, which is restraining your beast. Here she's just like coming into her beastly self. Yeah, and that's kind of resonating for me with this person who's commanding the fire lizards from the depths of the earth. And so what's happening is there's competition, and you're like pulling out the werewolf for this competition. You're calling up the fire lizards for this competition. Oh, and you are the magician. You are able to make, you're twice here. Information, Queen of Wands, Magician. These two, they can make the world that they want. They have all the tools. She is hot, so she gets whatever she wants. The Magician has the wands, the sword, the pentacles, the cup. Yeah. Huh. I get a feeling that you're in a contest. It could be inside of you, like, I don't know. It feels like an external competition. You're getting exactly what you want. It could be someone from the past, or it could be someone new, or it could be that these two are competing for your attention. And that's why you have the Five of Wands here in your advice. There is a werewolf, and that could be you. I read it as you. You're like, oh, we're competing? I'm going to be a werewolf for that. And I'm the Magician, so I don't know. This looks fun. It looks sexy. It's a hot story here, Capricorn, of hot, beautiful, emotional love and lots of fire, lots of desire. It's the Dark Tarot, so you have to go to battle when I use the Dark Tarot. But you're a werewolf and the Magician and the Queen of Wands, so no problem. The only card that we have on the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. There's a little bit of okay, to me these people are quite comfortable within the realm of shadows and secrets. There's something that you don't know, or there is a power. Again and again, I'm getting the dragon. I'm getting the fiery underworld lizards. I'm getting you unleashing your fire, your power. You're a comfort in the darkness. You're the parts of you that you know. That's what Mars is telling you. Because you have an Ace of Swords with Mars. There's something deep in you that you need to release, that's going to get released here by some truth. It's going to rock your world. But you're fully capable in this world of prevailing. Because you have a lot of power cards here. You have strength twice. It's like you're able to use your animal nature, the lion that is you, the dragon that is you. Don't underestimate your sexiness here. It looks like you get to choose between two contenders for your heart. One from the past and one that's new. The one in the past is quite compelling. He looks like this. He's like all alpha male. And then we've got this lovely, sweet coupling alternative, right? He kind of has like some loose pants going on here. Or it could be, because there's a sexy person. It could be her, it could be him. Sexy, sexy, sexy. I'm excited for you, Capricorn. Normally I don't give love, sex readings, but I'm happy to be the bearer of that message when it comes in. So yay for you. Did I say Aries? Capricorn. The reason I say Aries is because the Emperor is here. Is one of your choices an Aries? And there's so much fire here. There's Leo. I know a couple of Capricorns with Leo. Pisces is here. Scorpio. I don't usually offer up that information either, but let me know. Please do comment or pull me aside if we're friends and let me know. I of course prefer that you comment on my channel because then it makes my channel better. I'm looking at my room. Everything looks very green on my video. We'll see how the video looks. All right, Capricorn, have fun with this. Let me know.